does pink. That means that everything else needs to be put in your blue folder, except for your pink handout that can also stay up, but nothing green or yellow should be out. There are a bunch of new names up here. You're going to go real slow today because people in this room need people to go slow. All right, so step 1, go to Google Classroom. Step 2, click write 3 original poem. Step 3, don't click yet, but hover. Right here. She's circling it with her cursor. Click right there. Everyone's doing this. All right, click it. All right, click file. You'll hover over it, and then click it. And then hover over make a copy. All right, everyone is doing this. Click make a copy. Go ahead and click it. All right, click make a copy. Make a copy. All right, go ahead and exit out. Press me, create. Once you have made your copy. All right, click add or create. Hover over Google Drive. Everyone click Google Drive. All right, click it. All right, right under your recent, right here. Does everybody see copy of 3? Hey, go ahead and click it. No, I don't. You don't? So click add. And then you can go ahead and close your Chromebook. Alright, so you should be quickly finishing these steps. There's the steps I do not mean they need help. So you just made a copy of your final draft. Your 100 lines of poetry, we are going to start typing it on Monday. Okay? It's just 100 lines. You're writing it all in here. I do not care what pages you fill out. What I care is whether you have 3 original poems, 1 from each group, and I said an additional 100 lines. So that means that I'm not going to be grading certain pages. I'm going to grade pages where you wrote poems. Okay, so that means I might grade every page for some of you. Some of you, you might not have done any of those pages. Maybe you just went straight to the back on page 23 and started writing lines of poetry. That's okay too. Okay? But you have to have 1 from here, 1 from here, and 1 from here. And you need 100 lines. Okay? If you don't have 100 lines, it's not a 3. Okay? After we're done, you are doing our 100 lines of poetry, starting on Monday. Wednesday, we'll primarily Alright, so again, you need 1 from every group of poems. Okay? Which means you must have 1 from here, 1 from here, and 1 from here. Today we're going to do group 2. Okay? We should be finished with our short forms by now. Okay? Today we're moving on to group 2, and honestly, group 2 is my favorite. Okay? The reason why it's my favorite is because I love classics. Odes are so good. I love found poetry and list poetry. Okay, so I think you'll be able to find something you like out of this list, for sure. The first thing I'm going to go over is page 17. On page 17, it says acrostic. Okay, so this is your planning page if you're writing an acrostic. This is the easiest poem type on this list. So I highly recommend you write an acrostic poem. Follow the steps on the handout. The steps are brought to you by ChatGPT. So please feel free to follow these instructions. All of the instructions, starting on page 17 all the way to page 22, are all brought to you by ChatGPT. Okay? It gives you literally step by step how to write that type of poem. Okay? So if you don't hear anything I say today, please hear that you need to follow those steps. A boat beneath a sunny sky. So you'll notice that this poem spells out a young girl's name, Alice. It intertwines narrative elements with acrostic structure. So not only does it spell Alice, it also ends up telling a short story, or part of the story, which is just an extra. Okay, so here it is. We both beneath the sunny sky, lingering onward dreamily, in an evening of July. Children 3 that nestle near, eager eye and learning ear. Okay, it's spelled A-L-I-T-E. It's an acrostic poem that that you love. You could even do your own name. You could do your full name, first, middle, and last. Whatever is spelled out. Okay? So you can literally write an acrostic poem about anything. Okay? It's easy and I highly recommend it. Are there any questions about how to write an acrostic poem? Notice that there is some rhyme, but they do not have to rhyme. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Я надеюсь, вам понравилось это видео. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Я постаралась как-то выложиться, так что да. Всем спасибо за внимание. Увидимся в следующем видео. Всем бай-бай!